This video is brought to you by my two books, Practical Music Theory for the Rock Guitarist and The Blues Guitar Bible. Want to learn about modes, harmony, scales, chord substitution and keys? Or maybe you're interested in supercharging your blues guitar rhythm and lead chops. Whatever you're interested in, I guarantee you will be hitting the fast lane to progress with either of these works. Both feature video demonstrations and tutorials, loads of tabs and jam tracks to play along with, and I promise you, everything is explained in crystal clear plain English. Check out the links in the description for more details. Hello chaps, welcome once again to John Robson Guitar Tuition. As always, I do hope you're well. Now, if you were watching last Sunday, you'll have seen me doing my take on this guitar here. This rather nice, actually, Fender Player 2 Series HSS Strat. And as part of just the kind of ramblings that I did in that video, I was wondering out loud whether or not this guitar, which costs between $629 and $699 in the UK, I was wondering out loud whether it is a little bit expensive for what it is. And I came to the conclusion that, well, basically, any guitar, any product or commodity is ultimately worth what people are prepared to pay for it. So the fact that some people do desire the Fender name on the headstock, for various reasons, you know, and nothing wrong with that, because some people do desire that name and they want that heritage and that. They want to own the guitar that, you know, appeared in the hands of their favourite rock stars on their childhood bedroom wall posters and all of the kind of usual reasons. Then, you know, people are prepared to pay a premium for a premium brand. And, you know, so if it's worth that kind of price to someone, then it's worth that kind of price, is basically the conclusion that I somewhat ramblingly, like I am now, arrived at. But I did make the point that if you want a guitar that is spec'd pretty similarly to this, then you don't need to spend anywhere near that amount of money. And a case in point is this guitar here. This is a vintage V6 reissued series, about 300 quid plus change if you want to buy one of these. And you may have seen recently that I modded it with a cheap and cheerful little hotrails style Alnico 5 humbucker in the bridge. So, you know, it just seemed too good an opportunity to pass up, you know. Relatively expensive, you know, £700 is not a small amount of money. HSS Strat style guitar. Well, Strat guitar, because it's, you know, I only have to call this one a Strat style guitar, don't I? That one actually is legitimately a Strat. Versus this one, something that the guitar, let's say $330 plus, I think I paid less than 20 quid for that pickup. So 350 versus 700, you know, double the price, half the price, whichever way you want to look at it. How different are they when it comes to the recorded sound? Well, we're going to find out. Coming up next, you're going to see my usual little montage of Dougal doing his Dougal stuff that I always do when there's a blind test involved. You'll see the guitars labelled as Guitar 1 and Guitar 2. See if you can determine which one is which is the vintage that, you know, in its current state owes me about 350 quid, and which is the Fender which a good friend of mine called Sean paid thick end of 700 for. Here's the piece of music, see if you can decide. So, was it obvious? Could you hear much of a difference? I can, especially on the cleaner tones, it has to be said. Both guitars did the first two verses. The first two kind of clean lead parts were on the bridge and middle setting, for that sort of 80s Clapton, Knopfler kind of sound. And I think one of the guitars did a much better job of it than the other. And we'll find out which was which in a moment. But let's get a little bit of housekeeping out the way first. There's a full tab for that piece of music in both Guitar Pro and PDF formats, along with the clip of me playing it that you're going to see very soon. So tab, clip of me playing it, and the jam track to play along with yourself. That's all, as usual, up on my Patreon page. There's the address, link in the description. As I'm sure you know by now, it's $3 or about £3 a month, and you get access to all of these additional resources that go along with these YouTube videos. And of course, a massive thank you to everyone who supports me in that or any of the other ways. You know where they are, downstairs in the description. Usual settings, crunchy power chord stuff, Blue Guitar Amp 1 Mercury Edition on the Vintage channel. The cleaner settings, same settings on the amp, just dialing the guitar's volume back a little bit. And for the shouty high gain stuff, Blue Guitar Amp 1 on the classic channel with the foot switchable boost. Those are the sounds that you heard. I added a little bit of subtle room reverb and delay in the mix there, but nothing that's going to disguise or transform the sound in any way. Just my usual kind of settings that I use usually. Anyway, so those are the settings. You might have made your mind up now whether Guitar 1 is the vintage or Guitar 2 is the vintage and Guitar 1 the Fender. You know what I'm saying. If you're having a little bit of a wager on this, and I'm reliably informed that who does the washes the dishes in a household can sometimes rest on the outcome of these things. So place your bets now. We're going to look at the result. Here is the clip of me playing it, so you'll be able to see which guitar is which. So there you have it. Were you right or were you wrong? Were you surprised or were your suspicions confirmed? That bridge and middle setting that I was talking about on the Fender, I just don't think it sounded quite as authentic, quite as convincing as it did on the vintage. I don't know whether that's because this is, you know, a narrower pickup and it's hearing a little bit less of the string. That's probably got something to do with it. I'm not saying it's the sole cause, but it's definitely going to be a factor in there. This humbucker here, as I say, about £20 on Amazon. I can't remember the brand name, but if you just go onto Amazon and search for hotrails style humbucker Strat, then you are spoilt for choice with these, and you'll get them with ceramic magnets and you'll get them with Alnico 5. Make your choice. I prefer Alnico, but some people, like in a pickup like this, prefer the ceramic option. It's up to you, but you don't have to spend a lot of money to get something like this, to just upgrade a budget conscious guitar. So there you go, the Fender Player 2 series HSS Stratocaster in Aquatone Blue versus a very slightly modded, i.e. bridge pickup replaced, vintage V6 reissued in Laguna Blue. That was my comparison of the two. Make of it what you will. And if you've made it this far, thank you for watching up to this point. And if you've enjoyed the video, please hit the subscribe button and notification bell if you haven't already done so. And why not drop me a like as well while you're at it. And of course, don't forget the live stream every Friday, 5 PM UK time, where we drink beer and talk about music and guitars and many, many other things. It's a great way to kick off the weekend, and I'd love to see you there if you can make it. But for now, I'll bid you all a good day and say thank you so much for watching. Thank you for your time. Look after yourselves, folks. Stay well, stay safe, and above all, stay sane. Bye for now.